It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
In the only building this franchise has ever known, we're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Damian Pierce now to return it. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate. It wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Stroud off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush, because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out in his 4th season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence has had a remarkable career. Over 50 starts in high school and a winner all the way along. A national champion and 3-year starter at Clemson, and really a starter from day one after the first pick in the draft in Jacksonville. The key for Trevor at this level, though, is to do it season in and season out. That's what the greats before him have done. The Bradys, the Mannings, the #1 picks of the past. If you want to become a great and you want to take your game to another level, you got to do it year in and year out.
It's a pickup of 11, and that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Lawrence now off the play action. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Lawrence working from the gun. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Quick hitter, complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense, you better find some answers for this playmaker.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
The Texans set to punt. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And a fair catch made here at the 17. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. To the sideline, and it is caught. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
First down throw, Lawrence. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. ETN gets it on the draw. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. That's caught for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now a give to ETN running right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On second down, it's ETN. And he's brought down at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Pass caught by Mixon. He's got room to roam here. To the 10. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go right back to ETN. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
ETN on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Davis there to grab it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 46. He's dropping deep on this snap. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this to ETN. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
ETN again. And they bring him down around the 34. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Jaguars with a 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lawrence to throw it. That's taken in by ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Still sticking with the passing game. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah,
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Play is under review.
Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
you know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 7.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. That pass caught by Tate Dell. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Stroud throwing here on 1st. He's got him. That's Mixon. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun now for Stroud. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Jaguars, well, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. 3rd down coming up. Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So it's halftime, and the visiting Jaguars have played themselves to a nice little lead thus far. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
An option give here to ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running left with Bigsby. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Keeping it with Mixon. Hits a seam at the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And the Jaguars almost took it all the way back. Oh, what a return down to the 5.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run, ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
It's second and goal. One more time with ETN. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle, brought in, inside the 20. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Got him in over the middle, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll get it up to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Now it's Stroud. Complete to the marker. And it's Samuel with the 1st down it is.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Back now, pressure on its way. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. He's got it, room to run. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10 now from the 30. This is ETN, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lawrence working from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Here's ETN on first down. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down throw, Lawrence. And pass caught by Strange. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
First down, ball at the 36. Motioning left is Thomas. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're now set for first and 10. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 3 on the gain. It's now 2nd and 12. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Jaguars leading by 7. Offense to the line for second down. Here's ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So quickly, the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Counter give to Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
On is Little for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Texans 21.
On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The home teams and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point.
Throwing now. Forced out to his right. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. Ooh, You could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that two-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Jaguars, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. And he's going to take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. And they'll take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.